Hello there, troopers, and welcome back to General Economics Bunker. Thank you so much for joining me here on a fine Wednesday night. How's everybody doing? How is your week going so far? I hope the answer to all those questions is super awesome. So, thanks again for coming into the bunker one more night for one more episode of the High Ground. We are almost at episode 75. Can you believe that? Three-quarters of the way to 100 episodes, which is kind of nuts, And I don't know. I think we still have enough time this year to maybe get close to those 100 episodes. What do you guys think? It'd be pretty sweet, right? And we would definitely have to do something special for that. But yeah, we are here at episode 74, and yeah, getting close. Like I said, hopefully next week we'll have episode 75. Working on a guest. Can't say yet because it's not confirmed, but I think it's gonna be a fun one. Kind of, I don't know. I just realized that yeah, 75 is kind of a big number, right? Anyway, thank you again for those of you that are joining and also starting to hit up the chat. Always appreciate that. And yeah, so um you guys ready for Deadpool? First of all, I guess that's kind of a big deal, right? That is the biggest deal I would say in a long time in movies. For sure, biggest deal this week, I would think. So yeah, let me know. Did you guys get tickets? Are you going to one of those super early shows tomorrow, or one of those super late ones? This is one of those movies that I highly recommend trying to watch it as early as you can, as soon as you can, because there's definitely bound to be spoilers flying around. Um, there's already been quite a bit, I feel, by the marketing team. I've talked about this before, but I'm just not a fan of them bombarding us with all of those surprises that would have been so awesome to see in the theater for the first time, like going in blind. I mean, it's like every other day now they post something that makes me go like, oh, that would have been amazing to see in theaters for the first time in the movie with a crowd on the big screen. Maybe that's just my opinion. Um, but I think they already had people, in the bag for this movie. So I don't fully understand why they gotta keep, spoiling a bunch of stuff. Um, yeah, I don't know. I am definitely not a fan of that strategy. Again, especially with this movie, this is about the only movie that I can say um, is gonna be very successful, on opening weekend. But it is so freaking difficult to stay away from spoilers, right? And again, I'm not saying about like people, I'm saying about like from the studio, right? Like Marvel just keeps releasing stuff left and right. And so yeah, I don't know, what do you guys think? What does the Bunker Bunch think about that? Are you maybe you're up for a few spoilers here and there so that you know that there is going to be some good stuff? So I hope that they've saved the best for the actual movie. Um, but in that same hope, again, I would say try to go see it as soon as you can. All right, because um, I think it's gonna be kind of hard to not get spoiled starting tomorrow. Um, Speaking of, I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go watch it tomorrow at 6 p.m. And I don't know. Maybe we should do a stream, right? Tomorrow night for those of you who want to get uh spoiled or already saw it. I don't know, we'll think about it, right? Maybe we should do something. But again, I hope that you got your tickets because they are selling out fast. Some of the shows are pretty much sold out. I managed to wrangle myself into one of them, one of the shows. I wanted to go earlier, to be honest with you, so that there wasn't like that much people, but excuse me. But for some reason, the earlier shows were like the smallest screens ever. That's one thing I don't like about the theater that's here close to me. It's very uneven in the size of the theaters. So some of the theaters are just fine, big big screen, all that stuff, plenty of seats, and then some of them are super tiny, like literally I don't even think 50 people fit in one of those, or a couple of those, and then the screen is small. So yeah, I opted for a bigger screen, and at a later date. So I hope that pays off. Definitely gonna be a lot more people though, so we'll see how that goes. I hope that the AC can keep up. By the way, I wasn't even thinking about that, which I should have, because it actually hasn't been that hot out here. It's kind of weird this year, kind of weird. We've had a lot of rain and stuff like that, but not the scorching hot that we normally get. But let me jump here into the chat. Appreciate you, Bunker Punch, for coming in. First off, we got the man collects saying good evening, General and Bunker Bunch. What's going on, Chris? Thanks so much for joining, man. I appreciate it. Also, congrats on surpassing 5K, by the way, here on YouTube. And I should have entered the giveaway. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, but I've been running around and I totally missed it. So congrats to the winner. Go check out the man collects here on YouTube, one of the absolute best toy hunting channels here again in YouTube. Chris is a freaking machine. He does not stop. I don't think he ever will stop. I don't think he can stop. I don't think he knows how to stop. All right. So definitely go check him out. Again, if you want to know what's out there on pegs, and I would say especially now we're finally starting to see some stuff come back to shelves, right? Some new stuff. So it's kind of I kind of feel like we gotta ramp up, coming. So if there's anything that interests you, make sure that you check him out. He's always finding everything like super early, like before anybody. So yeah, make sure to check out the man collects here on YouTube. We got our buddy the dad Bader. What's going on, Mike? Saying hello there, Bunker Pals. Thanks for coming in, man. Thank you so much. Also, don't forget to check out the Dad Vader on Instagram. All right, and he already posted a couple of his interviews over from Rebel ScumCon here on YouTube as well. Same name, that's him right there on the icon. So make sure that you check him out here too. Make sure to subscribe, by the way. Marta saying hi, how you doing? Thanks so much for coming in. Luis doing the same thing. Juan saying hello there. Saying passing by to say hello there. I got you. Have a good stream. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks so much. Got a brother Elijah in the house saying, good evening, hermano. What's up, Bunker Bunch? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you. Dad Vader says, I avoided moist trailers. Dude, that's kind of the worst part, because I felt that I was doing a good job avoiding the actual trailers, but then people still post, like the images to come out of those trailers or little clips from it. It's been, yeah, it's been almost, I would say almost impossible, to catch some of the spoilers here and there. And man, I don't think I'm gonna talk about him tonight, just in case people here haven't seen him. But the few cameos I've already posted, yeah, it would have been so cool to go in blind and see those on the big screen for the first time. Again, that is just my opinion. That's my personal view and take on getting spoiled. But yeah, this is like the only one this year that I would say that it did not need to spoil anything. They could have just given us that title, honestly, and people would have been like, I'm down. If you really wanted to seal the deal, yeah, leak a picture of Hugh Jackman and you just see like the yellow shoulders, right, on him. Not the whole thing, just a little bit of the yellow. Sealed, done deal. You're gonna make $1 billion just with that. But no, they double, triple, and quadruple down on the cameos and on showing us. And anyway, again, that ship has sailed. So once again, all I can say is that my recommendation is try to watch the movie as soon as you can, if you don't want to get spoiled. If you don't care about spoilers, then I would say wait as much as you can to go see it, because theaters are gonna be packed starting from tomorrow. So just kind of your preference, right? Chris saying, thank you, sir. No, man, very well deserved. Very much. Congratulations. Again, one of the hardest working YouTube toy hunters in the world. or at least in the world that I watch. But I'm pretty sure, like the worldwide world. Um, so what is everybody doing? Is anybody here, by the way, going to a San Diego Comic Con? Because that's kicking off, right? Um, the area around the convention center looks amazing. I always love the sort of like the transformation that San Diego goes through when Comic Con isn't gonna be in town. It's a whole vibe, right? Like it's a whole environment, being transformed into a very very cool like geek space. And as a matter of fact, our brothers from the Countdown City Geeks are actually out there. So our buddy Ted, aka Steady, and David from Star Wars Star Podcast are actually going to be covering San Diego Comic Con this year. Congratulations to the Countdown City Geeks because they actually got media status for this year, which I consider that to be a huge deal. Um, San Diego Comic Con is probably the biggest Comic Con, right, in the country, in the world, I would say. And to get awarded a media pass is definitely no small feat. So congrats to them. I hope they have a blast out there. I'm not jealous at all that I didn't get to go. Full disclosure, the invitation was extended, right? So I'm not gonna play it like they didn't want me there. The invitation was definitely extended for me to join them out there, but man, it's just the trip, the expenses, the time off from work, all of that stuff. Just, yeah, I couldn't swing it. We'll see. We'll see next year, how things are shaping up. And I would absolutely love to go to San Diego Comic Con. I've never been, actually. I have never been, if you can believe that. Um, and at this point, I'm kind of afraid to go. I'm kind of afraid to go because I feel that I'm gonna be completely lost as to what to do, where to go. There's 10,000 things happening at the same time, and I don't know that I could handle it anymore. That's more of a young man's game, so that's why those dudes are out there. Um, Also, I wanted to shout out also from the Countdown City Geeks, our good friend Tommy, who is actually gonna be down at Corpus Christi Comic Con this weekend. And dude, he's like taking over that show. He's gonna be moderating a bunch of panels all throughout the weekend. So if you are going down to Corpus Christi Comic Con, or you're local, or you know somebody that's local, let them know it's gonna be a good show. They got a pretty good roster of celebrities. Tommy's actually gonna be doing a Firefly panel. Can you believe that? Firefly, as in the one season uh, sort of space show that Josh Whedon did 20 years ago. I forget how long ago it was now, which I thought was totally random and so cool. I really like that show a lot. And now I kind of feel like rewatching it, to be honest with y'all. Let me know. Is anybody, still a fan or was a fan of Firefly? And again, in case you are, and in case you're in the Corpus Christi area, go check out, Corpus Christi Comic Con. All right. So that is going to be this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right. So just a couple of shout outs, from our friends here, from our local group, the Countdown City Geeks, and doing great things. Like I said, covering conventions. It's going to be pretty fun. We also got a few events coming into town. And again, this is just in case you guys are in town, or you know somebody that is, or is kind of local. I want to pull up a good picture here before I show you. Come on. You are not helping. Okay, maybe we'll just do this. So we have a local show that our friend, the Legacy Nerd, is heavily involved with, by the way. and it is a very much a Power Ranger show, and it is called More Phenomenal Expo. Um, First of all, it's a free event. All right, it is free to enter, and for the first time in the U.S., Shiro Izumi is gonna be here again, literally for the first time in America. So this is the gentleman who played the original uh, Dragon Ranger. Back in the tokusatsu show, from Japan, from where the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers were derived. So he's literally the OG, right? I think his name was Barai in the show. So he's gonna be here. So for any Power Ranger fan, I think this is an absolute must. It's pretty epic, and again, first time in America, and he's coming into San Antonio. So if you're a fan, definitely check it out. If you're close, this is worth the drive, all right? Because it's not just him, which to me that's pretty epic already. But we do have other cool guests. So actually, before I forget, from that same generation, we have Reiko Chiba, who is the Pink Ranger. Again, the OG Japanese Pink Ranger. And we got plenty of other guests. Here we go. So we got Catherine Sutherland, who was, who took over from Kimberly, and then she went into Zeo and into Turbo. And then we got, um, here we go. Oh, this one. How could I forget this one? So this one is actually announced, by our brother Daniel here. But we're basically gonna get the actress who played Trini's daughter in the Forever and Always special, on Netflix last year. So very very cool as well. Charlie Kirsch. We got here. I'll let you guys take a look here quickly. Andrew Gray. We got Steve Cardenas, who was the second Red Ranger, I believe. Selvin Ward, who's um, in Space Blue, and Fred Turbo. Brandon James. We got a lot of people, guys. So this show is going to be pretty good. Again, especially for uh, Power Rangers fans. It's a free event, so make sure that if you're in town, check it out. You can just stop by, see what they have going on. If you decide to grab a picture or anything like that, um, that's when you pay. So it is a free event. It's at one of our local malls, and I mean the roster is pretty impressive, to be honest. So I think I'm running backup for Daniel on this one. One of those days, I think Saturday. Um, so yeah, if you're there at the event, you'll probably see me running around as well. I also thought it was pretty cool. They're doing a movie night. They're gonna show the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie night, movie. Sorry, um, on August 2nd. So again, if you're local, you definitely want to check this out. All right, so let's get into what is more appropriate for this show, right? First of all, how is everybody doing? Did you survive the acolyte? Okay. Um, did you manage to hold on all the way to the end? Did you even watch it at all? I'm curious as to get a feel if the storm has finally passed, and then we're on to hating new things, right? Which I don't know what those new things would be. We don't have too much going on right now for Star Wars. There's a lot of stuff coming though. There's a lot of stuff coming. Hopefully this year, because I'm gonna be pretty disappointed if we don't get more stuff this year, and because they already pushed Andor, right? I think that's gonna come out till next year. That I'm pretty disappointed about, because that I was very much looking forward to it. I still am, obviously. I'm still happy that it's going to happen. But that show was pretty much wrapped up last year, right? So again, maybe they know they got a good show on their hands, and they want to uh, make very very sure that we're gonna be watching, and that it's gonna be pulling in more people, right, to their platform. I don't know. I don't really know what they're thinking, but it definitely uh, looking forward to that one. So we got we got a few news coming from what seems to be the preparation of the Mando and Grogu movie, the Mogu movie, if you will, which is supposed to still come out in 2026, right? So it still got what, 2 years or just under 2 years, I think. So I think it's supposed to come out in May, and so it seems that they're finally gonna be gonna start filming, or what they call principal photography, is supposedly starting in about 3 weeks. So in August, middle of August. There was a lot of rumors that it was supposed to start, back in June. Um, but June came and went, and nobody really, saw anything happen. Most of the actors were not called, but it does seem like there was some. They call it time sensitive scenes. So I think it's basically a bunch of Pedro Pascal's, helmetless shots, right? So we can see his face. The man is busy, all right. Pedro Pascal is pretty busy, and so I'm kind of assuming that's who they brought in, to get film, to get those scenes done, and then they're like, all right, once we get this guy, once we get all 30 seconds of his face that we need for this movie, then we can go ahead and call, like Brendan Wayne and all those guys to put on the suit, and start filming. So they're set to start again, sort of like middle of August, which is coming up pretty fast, by the way. But also, more than likely, it's gonna run for a few months. Obviously, the filming, they're projecting something like 3 to 4 months, and then of course you still gotta finish up, the visual effects, sound, all of that great stuff. But I don't know. Do you guys think that they're actually gonna be faster if they use the volume? They won't be using the volume for the whole thing, obviously. But I wonder how much, like, actual production time it'll save them by filming in there, by filming in the volume. And I do wonder how good it's gonna look, right, in the big screen. Just as a reminder, this is the first movie they're working on, finally, since The Rise of Skywalker, which was released in 2019, right? Which means it was pretty much wrapped up filming, by 2018. That is a long time. That is a long time to not have a working Star Wars movie, right? At least being filmed. So 6 years uh, since they filmed a Star Wars movie. I it's gonna be a fun movie. Okay, I don't foresee it being bad, right? How much of the story, or how much it will advance the overall story, I think that still sort of remains to be seen. It's definitely in good hands, so I don't think this will be something that people don't like. But at the same time, I kind of wish they would hurry up and at least start filming, because they've talked about so many projects, and none of them, film projects, and none of them have happened, right? None of them have actually um, start filming, or obviously being released. Some of them, they don't even get to a script, which is pretty sad, because they announced so many, right? What was that, like 4 years ago by now, and then nothing. Just kind of whispers here and there. Some people attached to the projects, and then that people left, and it's pretty sad. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. That I really, really hope that this finally kicks off, that a new batch of Star Wars movies, because I miss Star Wars at the movies. All right, I miss a proper Star Wars movie. So if this is the first one we're gonna get with the Mogu movie, then I'm all for it. By all means, like I said, I'm sure it's gonna be pretty fun. The Mandalorian is very visually aesthetic, if nothing else. The action is always great. Yeah, the story wasn't all there for me this last season, but still, I'm sure that for a movie, they're going to give it quite a bit of a treatment, right? But what do you guys think? Do you think we even need a Mando movie, or should we keep Mando on TV and just kind of have movies about, you know, I don't want to say the Skywalker saga anymore because that's kind of done, quote unquote. But somewhere around that period of time, I'm more interested, of course, now in exploring other eras. The Acolyte didn't quite work out, right? I think like we were hoping, like I was hoping, as an exploration of the High Republic era. Um, yeah, kind of wish that would have gone a different route for sure. But it's done. I don't know if we're gonna get a season two or not. Again, I'm inclined to say yes, but it's done for now. So I'm ready to now move on to another era, I guess, since this one didn't quite work out. But you guys let me know what do you think. Do you have high hopes for the Mogu movie? Um, do you kind of just want to move away from known characters and like have like an all new cast, all new characters type of thing? Again, I was hoping for that with the Acolyte, didn't quite work out. But what about in a movie? Would you actually watch a movie that you don't know anything about? When it comes to Star Wars, I would, because like I said, I just miss movies. Like Star Wars movies. Hey, Josue, what's going on, man? Appreciate you joining. Thank you so much. But yeah, so it seems that we got a date. It looks like it's pretty close, and I think it's actually going to happen because if we check out this other article um, from Best Bulletin that was reported, that Making Star Wars reported, it seems that we have some pictures here for what seems to be the set of Navarro, at the for the filming location. Of course, the picture's not great because they were probably taking from like 2 miles away, with the most gigantic lens that mankind has ever produced. And so, yeah, it's not a surprise, right? I mean, it kind of makes sense that we're going back to Navarro. It, I mean, where else, right? They live in Navarro now? Technically, they got the little house at the end of season three, so it kind of makes sense that you should at least go by there. Like, should at least stop by, check out if on the property, things like that. But we do seem to have confirmation. Again, the most exciting thing for me about this is that um, it's happening. Okay, that they're actually building the set, that they're actually about to shoot, and that it's an actual Star Wars movie. Again, finally, it's been way way too long. So, what do you guys think? What do you think that we can't really judge the set right from this super blurry pictures, but it's it's progress, right? It means that it is going to happen, and that it is very much in motion. And again, I think that's what kind of excites me the most, right? Just the fact that we are getting a Star Wars movie finally, because man, it has been a dry spell to say the least. So, again, what do you think? Are you excited about this project? And then we did have a couple days back, actually more than a couple days back, basically the news saying that Daisy Ridley still hasn't read, the script for the new Jedi Order movie. Remember when they said that she was gonna read it in May? Here we are in July, still haven't read it. Have not read it. Is what I meant to say. And yeah, once again, one of those projects that I don't know if they'll actually happen at this point. Um, it was for sure one of the ones that it seemed to be set in stone, right? That it was going to happen. Now I'm not so sure. As I mentioned before, until I see that they're actually filming, then I'll believe that it's happening. And even then, right? They could just shelve the movie, like DC did for Batwoman. Which again, I think you should have just released it. Honestly, I don't even, that was weird. And so the Sean Levy's Star Wars movie also, getting some writers, and hopefully that moves along as well. It's just a lot of unknowns, guys, when it comes to the actual movies, right? And I get it; it's a lot of money. Disney hasn't had many hits lately, if any, right? Marvel, we know, hasn't really been producing. and I think Deadpool will change it. I think Deadpool is probably going to be a good hit for them. At least I hope it will be, because if Deadpool doesn't work out, then I don't know what will. Honestly, like I don't know what will get people to watch movies in the theaters. So again, I'm pretty sure Deadpool will come out on top, because it kind of needs to. Okay, we kind of need to have a win for this one. Also, I forgot to make another announcement. If you saw on Instagram, and I would hope that you are following me there. But in case you're not, this is my Instagram right there on the screen: general.kenobis.bunker. This is my TikTok at general_Kenobis bunker, and Facebook General Kenobis bunker. So I'd appreciate it if you follow us on all platforms. And we are also on Threads now. I clicked the thing and it took me to Threads, and I was like, you know what? Might as well. Might as well do it. So we are at Threads if you guys are there. So am I. Yeah. So I still don't quite understand what I'm supposed to do with the Threads things, but I am there. I do have a page now. So the man collects saying, I agree. If Deadpool flops, may mean curtains for the MCU. Dude, seriously. If Deadpool doesn't pull through, man, not I don't think anything will this year anymore. Um, did everybody already see? I'm assuming the trailer for the Brave New World, right? Captain America. It's just one of those things, man. That everything is there. Great actors. It looks like great action. All the spectacle you want. A Red Hulk, but I don't know. Like it didn't really move the needle for me that much. And I kind of like I'm like I want to get excited about this, but I got nothing. For sure I'm gonna watch it. That's not, that is not the question. Um it's, will it become a hit? Will it become um the launching platform for the next phase? Because I feel that all the phases, I don't even know what phase we're technically on, 4, 5, 6, I don't know, um have kind of been falling flat on their face. Speaking of, see what I did there? No pun intended. um yeah, I fear for Marvel. I love those characters and those properties, but man, Venom, that was another one. I've never been a fan of those Venom films to begin with. I'll eventually watch it, but definitely not excited about this last one at all. But yeah, so, and they're definitely not cheap to make, right? For sure. Chris saying Brave New World gave me Winter Soldier vibes. Winter Soldier, my favorite MCU. I'm hoping it's good, dude. Same. Now, that is a tall order, because Winter Soldier is probably the best movie uh, that doesn't have, 30 superheroes on screen. Winter Soldier came out of nowhere. Like, it didn't need to be that good. And I feel that it kind of messed it up for a lot of other movies, right? Within the MCU. Uh, yeah, Winter Soldier is something else. I agree. Winter Soldier is probably my favorite MCU movie. That's not like an Avengers movie, right? Like individual. And it was the second Captain America movie, and oh, dude, they killed it so bad. Like it's just too good. All right, it's just too good. Honestly, that movie is incredible. Now I feel like watching it. Dang it. Um, and I agree. I did get, sort of the same vibes. Um, but nowhere near sort of like the excitement. I guess that's just my opinion. But I hope that it is. You know what? At this point, honestly, I will take that Brave New World is half as good as Winter Soldier, and I think we can call that a win. As things have been kind of, going right for the MCU. Chris saying, I agree. Winter Soldier isn't a good superhero movie. It's a good movie that happens to have superheroes. Yep, that's exactly right. And I kind of feel that it's actually a good like spy movie, uh, yeah, like a better spy movie than it is a superhero movie. Um, yeah, Winter Soldier is good. Winter Soldier is really, really good. Obi picking up relax saying, hello there, everyone. What's going on, brother? Thanks so much for joining the stream. Appreciate it. Um, but yeah. So Marvel definitely needs to win, and I'm curious to see, right, if Deadpool is gonna do more than just mutants. I think they kind of need to be honest with you, because mutants are like, we know mutants are here, right? I don't know if they'll try to tie in like Fantastic Four somehow. That to me would feel a little forced, if I'm being honest. But again, they kind of need to get a major win with this movie, so they might just go all out, right? Put it all out there, um, and see what sticks. But what I was gonna say is I wanted to, I guess, officially announce that I will be going, sorry, to Fan Expo Chicago next month, sorry, and that's because I'm sober. That I will be going to Fan Expo Chicago on August 16th through the 18th, guys. So if anybody's gonna be in the Chicago area or is thinking about going to the show, um, hit me up on Instagram, and let's hang out. Let's meet out there. So today I actually got confirmation that I got a media badge for this. So I will be covering the event, posting some of the stuff going on. I think we'll probably go live a couple times, from the show. Hopefully the signal is good, and just to show you guys around and things like that. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Thank you to Fan Expo Chicago. This is the first time I get a media pass for a Fan Expo property, and I'm looking forward to doing a good job. As you all know, I was already going because to meet that guy right there, right, Mark Hamill. Um, but again, now I'm pretty excited to announce that I will be having media access, which is always a good thing because um, it just kind of gives you a little bit more like flexibility to move around, and grab videos and pictures, and some of the talent, right, is more comfortable talking to you if they see that you actually have a media badge, right? And again, I'm excited and I really want to do a good job for Fan Expo Chicago because it's the first time, and I think it's going to be a great show, and I hope that going forward that we can work together again. So thank you again to Fan Expo Chicago for giving me the media pass. Just got it this morning, and I'm pretty excited. So I already got my tickets, by the way. Already got my flight tickets. Um, First time I'm actually glad I procrastinated buying those tickets because I got a good deal on them. Um, I've been watching them. I've been watching them for like 4 weeks now, and the prices were just not great, and there was like no change, right? So I was like, you know what? It's getting close to the show time. It's only gonna get more expensive. I'm just gonna bite the bullet and buy them. And so it was like Saturday night, and I remembered, and I was like, oh, you know what? Let me go in and look at the prices, and sure enough, it was $100 cheaper than everything I had been seeing for the past like 2 weeks. And so I was like, all right, done deal, direct flight. Um, so yeah, kids, go ahead and procrastinate. It works out for you. Don't do that. Okay, procrastination is bad. I take it back. We'll fix it in post. Anyway, so in case you guys have not seen, sort of like the roster that they got going on here, it's a big show, and you got, of course, the biggest, right there. Front and or first one, we got Mark Hamill. We're gonna have Hayden Christensen. I'm gonna be taking a picture with both of them, father and son picture, um, for the first time. We got Ella Purnell from Fallout and Arcane. We got Matt Lillard. We got Marissa Tomei. We got William Shatner, of course. Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio, Adam Savage, Gina Carano. Speaking of Firefly, we got Alan Tudyk, Morena Baccarin. Got Ben. You can see it, all right? Got Linda Hamilton. For Star Wars, we got Cameron Monaghan. Ah, come on now. Woo. And anyway, we got Sean Gunn, we got Jonas Otamo, we got Evan Spendi, Santo. Um, yeah, we got quite a bit of people. A lot of Terminator. Now that I'm noticing, a lot of Terminator. It's pretty cool. So pretty good roster. Like I said, if you're in the Chicago area, in about 3 weeks, this is happening. You can still buy tickets. I think there's still tickets for Mark Hamill. Actually, let me see if we're going here. It should tell us. Oh yeah, I forgot to say too. They are actually having a Mark Hamill live event. So it's gonna be like a little panel. Very much looking forward to it. And how do you call it? And that's that's gonna be a good experience. But let's see, photo ops. Is that what people want most? Um, Mark Hamill. Let's see, by photos. They're not cheap, guys. All right, so don't come at me saying, yeah. So look, there's still some on Sunday, some on Friday, and the team up for father and son on Sunday. So you can still get some tickets. You can still get some tickets to have a picture or an autograph. Again, guys, they're definitely not cheap. So think about it. But it's Mark Hamill. I mean, he's in my bucket list for sure. So it has to happen. And again, thanks again for giving me media passes. I really appreciate it, Fan Expo Chicago. I hope to do a good job, and I hope that I get to have dinner with Mark Hamill. That'd be pretty sweet, right? Probably won't happen. So let me catch up here with the chat. Um, Chris saying, "What's up, OVP?" OVP saying, "Hey, Chris, just watched the 5K giveaway tonight. Congrats, G9." Yeah, dude. So again, congrats on Chris for hitting those 5K, man. 10K by like next month, bro. For real. Elijah saying, "What's up, OVP?" OVP saying, "My targets are trickling out the new stuff. Score 85th Wolverine today. Nice." Yeah, dude, you've been finding some good stuff. I saw your hunt video, and again, guys, go ahead and check out OVP Canor Relics here on YouTube. Awesome guy, awesome toy hunter. But that last hunt video that you posted, you found some good stuff. I still need to make the time to get out there, man. It's just been running around. Work has been kind of nuts. Um, excuse me. So I really want to start hitting up those targets because I kind of need that ATTE, to be honest with you. Hey, Captain Flex says OBP. Congrats on 5,000 subs. Yeah, for sure. Congrats, Chris. Very, very well deserved. Like I said, you guys definitely need to be subscribed to Demand Collect here on YouTube. Have you guys seen that ATAT from Jazzwares? Just in case you haven't, let me pull it up. Um, Micro Galaxy Squadron. So ATT. Because I kind of, wow, it's going for money at eBay. It's kind of crazy. I didn't realize it was is it really hard to get? It just came out. Um why would it be so expensive already? That is kind of crazy. Okay. Let me see if I can get some pictures here. All right. So check it out. This is probably one of my favorite Micro Galaxy Squadron that they've done in a while. I think they do walkers pretty good, and I think the ATTE doesn't get enough love. So first of all, we got the label, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Um, Standard paint. We do have a speeder. We got 3 regular clones. We got a pilot, and we got I think it's supposed to be Rex, right? That kind of looks like Rex. So check that out. You got some of the weathering, of course, plenty of space for your clones on it. That looks great. So this one is probably gonna be a pickup as soon as I see it. For most things now, especially on a common release like this one, I've been kind of waiting to get to get a discount or a coupon or something like that. But this one, I might actually pull the trigger at full price because I think it's worth it. And I've said it before here, especially talking about collectibles and toys. Sometimes, guys, we gotta pay full price to show our support, right? So if you care for a line, if you think they're putting out good stuff, I'm not saying necessarily every single time, you're gonna make a purchase, you pay full retail price because I know how it is. Money's kind of tight all around. But every so often, when they put out something that you've been waiting for, right, for a long time, or a character that they did especially good job, with the figure or the ship that looks really good, try to pay full price for it, right? That again, you're kind of supporting the line. Once again, I don't buy everything at full price, especially nowadays. There's always a sale or a coupon here and there. But for this one, like I said, I think I will pay, I'll gladly pay full price for this one. So if you guys noticed, it's got the landing platform down here for the speeder. I don't know. I think that looks really, really good. So I'm looking forward to this one. I'll be honest with you. The only thing that I'm dreading, not dreading, but I kind of think it's gonna happen, is that we're gonna get variations of this guy. We'll probably get the one variation I'm totally okay with is the Rebels variation, uh, so that they make it look like the home of Rex and Gregor and Wolf. The old clones. Remember how they had it all like with tarps and all that kind of stuff? If they do that, same thing. I'll pay full price for that for sure. But I'm sure there's gonna be some with like painted or battle damage and stuff like that. Kind of like what happened with the LAATs. We had something like 4 or 5 variations of that one. I bought the first one, the normal one, and I kind of regretted it. If I'm being honest, I kind of regretted it because then they put out the Tiger Shark one, which is, oh, no, you can't see it from here. Anyway, it's over there, which is probably my favorite Micro Galaxy Squadron ship that they put out. I absolutely love that look. I want them to make the Arc 170 that matches that. They haven't made an Arc 170, but I want them, when they make an Arc 170, I want them to make a Tiger Shark one too. And so we're probably gonna get variations of this one, but check that out. I mean, it looks pretty sweet. It can fit a ton of little clones, and I don't know. Maybe I'm alone on this one, but I kind of wish they would sell like army building packs of the little clones and stuff, or little stormtroopers, to sort of fill up your vehicles. I mean, I would buy a pack of like 5 or 10 clones for like $5 or $8, so that I could fill up the playsets. I don't know. I would. But so yeah, I definitely looking forward to this one. And while we're at it, talking about Micro Galaxy Squadron, let me see if I can find it here, because I want to show the. Okay, so I'll show this one. This one. Okay. So this is another really really cool ship. So we got the Ghost, right, from again from Micro Galaxy Squadron, and the details on it are really really nice. All right, I think they kind of knocked it out of the park with this one as well, and it comes with quite the crew, not the full crew, which again I don't know if they'll be released later on, or there's going to be a companion pack, or not entirely sure, but um, it is very what's going on. It is a very very cool OVP. I think already saw it, and come on, look at those details. Those panels look amazing on that ship. It is some lights. Check out the interior. So I think that's what really sold me on it. You got the landing bay right there, or the cargo bay, but check it out. So on the inside, you actually get like living quarters. Got the little table. If you notice over here, you got some of the doors, for the hallways. It's like a playset really. So it looks very very cool, very well made. Um, so this is just, and I say just, this is just the Ghost, right, for 60 bones, I believe is the price, if I'm not mistaken. Is it worth it or not? That's maybe up for debate. But Amazon has this insane pack here, which is the Ghost, the Phantom, which comes with Ezra and Chopper, and 2 Y-wings. And it's a massive playset. Check out how many characters you get. So here you pretty much get the full Ghost crew, right? We got Seb, Ezra, Kanan, Sabine, Hera, and down here you get Chop. And then you get 2 pilots and 2 astromechs for the Y-wing. But here is the to me, right? This is the best part. Is it this one? Nope. This one here. They all sort of combine, which is nuts. I absolutely love this thing. So we know for sure that the Phantom can dock, with the Ghost. which is very very cool, right? That's kind of a given. But they're making it so that the Y wings can dock, on the sides of the Ghost. Now they did that a couple times in the show, but if I remember correctly, they did it with A wings most of the time. So I'm wondering, and if anybody here knows, please let me know, because I'm basing my purchase on this. Can the A wings do the same thing? Because if the A wings can do the same thing, I might have to uh, pick this up and then a couple of A wings from like Ross and stuff, and get this made. So again, super super cool pack. Let's see, will it show us here? I kind of want to see the point of attachment to the Y wings. Does anybody know? It kind of looks like it attaches to where the droids usually go. I don't know if you can see it here in this picture in particular. Um, so yeah, I'm kind of curious. So there's the Phantom. I think the Phantom could have used a little bit more weathering to sort of match up the aesthetic of the, sort of like the grime of the Ghost. But it's definitely a good looking ship. The Y wings look amazing, and I already wanted at least one Y wing. So like I said, this one is a great pack for somebody trying to put together, the full on Ghost. But it's kind of expensive. All right, so this guy, I won't lie to you, it is 115 bucks. Right now, before you say that's too much, let's think about sort of what you get. So we know that the Ghost on its own is 60 bones, right? So that's more than half the price right there. And then you get three ships, which, if I remember correctly, these are what, like 20 a pop, um, maybe a little bit more. I'm not entirely sure of the on the price scale, or the price for the scale of this, guys. And it's an exclusive pack, so if you are an inbox collector, technically you won't get this pack anywhere else. You do get a lot of the figures, but there's no like extra figure, which I think would have sold the pack a little bit better, or maybe two figures. I don't know. It is a great pack. I absolutely love this configuration. That's how I would display it. But like I said, I'm kind of leaning more towards maybe putting together the Ghost and the Phantom on my own separately, and then trying to get to cheap, A wings, and putting them like this configuration, because I absolutely love the way this looks. But it is out there. It is an Amazon exclusive. First of all, I don't know if I said that. Um, Very interesting pack, very cool looking. 115. I think for 115, that's about regular price, quote unquote, for the ships, that you get here. I'm sure there's a Amazon exclusive tax attached to it, but it is pretty cool. So this one, I'll be on the lookout if it goes on like a day sale, or maybe once Black Friday rolls around or something like that. I was kind of hoping for it on Prime Day. I didn't really see much stuff, again, as I mentioned before, on Prime Day, so I didn't pick it up. I was kind of hoping that they would drop this, um, but they didn't. So you can get the Phantom on its own as well. It's a regular release ship that's not exclusive. You can get the Ghost by itself, right? So if you want to just those two together, then don't buy this one, right? This is too expensive. If you don't care for the Y wings, you can get individually the Phantom and the Ghost. All right, so let's see here in the chat. Sorry, I went on a Micro Galaxy Squadron tangent here, but they're pretty cool. So Chris says, nice grab on the 85th Wolvie. I just now opened mine. Great figure. Nice. Of course you would find that already. Flex dropping in some links. Appreciate you, brother. So this is OBP Kingdom with Relics Instagram. Check it out. OBP says, I gotta unbox my ATTE and do a video. Absolutely, man. I'm waiting for it. I know I'm gonna get it, if I'm being honest with you. But I want to see it. I want to see, you unbox it, and I want to see the details on it. Thank you, OBP, says Chris. Yes, ATT and Ghost look amazing, bro. Right? Seriously, these two actually have me excited about the line again. OPs, don't buy a second market. I just saw two more today at Target, dude. So when I search right now for ATTE, Micro Galaxy Squadron, like the second one that popped off was 140 from eBay. That's not happening. Just FYI. Yeah, if they do a Rebels ATT instant buy, absolutely done deal. if it's gonna be $50, I'll probably pay $50. All right, if I'm being honest. Hello, I'm lurking in the shadows. Appreciate you, Viper Pit. Thanks so much for coming in, man. Thank you for hanging out in the shadows. You too are also part of the Bunker Bunch. All right, hey, Viper says OBP. Viper saying greetings, Master Kenobi. Appreciate you coming in, brother. Chopper and Ezra come with the Phantom, don't they? Yes, yes. Sorry, catching up. Yup. OVP says, I heard a rumor Microsoft is going to make the Phantom 2 also. That would be cool. And it honestly makes sense. Um, you bring up a good point, though. I want to see some more prequel era ships, they've done some stuff for the episode 1, right? They're definitely doing some, the Walker, the ATTE, and the LAATs. But it would be cool, right? I want to see, like I said, the ARC 170s, a V19 torrent. I would love that, and again, I'll probably buy it immediately. Um, some of the I mean, they've done Jedi Starfighters, right? So technically, they've done a few of those. But yeah, I'd like to see a few more of the prequel era. So, yep, attachment where droids go. All right, awesome. So then that means basically you can attach any ship, right? That uses a astromech figure. So let's see here, A-wing, Microgalaxy Squadron. Those come the same way. Ooh, $25. It's kind of more expensive than I thought. Do they have that? Oh, please tell me they do. They don't they? They don't have an astromech. No, they don't. Dang it, man. So we might not be able to do it. That kind of sucks and shattered my dreams. Thanks, OVP. Just kidding. It's not your fault. But yeah, so I was kind of hoping that they could, because like I said, I remember from the show they did that. Oh well, so there goes that plan. So yeah, get this one then. This is another one that I'm kind of wanting if it's on sale, because this one I saw it in person. It has great details and great paint, so I wouldn't mind picking that up too. But again, probably on a discount. And like I said, this is my absolute favorite. This look is just incredible. I This is probably my favorite Micro Galaxy Squadron that they've done. It makes perfect sense that they would do it, and I love that it wasn't like super expensive. It's just, this was an Amazon exclusive, and you can see I purchased it right there, so that I'm not lying to you. But anyway, guys, have you been picking up some of these newer ones? I know OBP has been finding everything lately, and I'm looking forward to that review. Viper Spit says, I saw the Ghost of Target, but I was on the broke side of the force. my car AC stole my money. Dude, you gotta have AC. I forget right now where you are, but regardless, you gotta have AC. That is priority. Gotta stay cool, man. Good choice. Sucks AC went down though. Yeah. Yep. So true. It's been that hot here in Sacramento. There you go. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Too bad the vendorship would be too large for micro. Dude, and that's the thing. I keep hoping that somebody makes a vendor. It's been um like 7 years, 8 years maybe by now, since Hot Wheels in their previous line made one, and I love that ship. The Vendor is my favorite capital ship, and I keep hoping that the Starship Selects makes one, um, but no such luck. They made a Star Destroyer, so that gave me hope, and Attentive. So they've made a few or a couple of capital ships, but I was really hoping they would go more into it. I would love if Micro Galaxy Squadron does that, but they're kind of to scale, right? Between themselves, I mean, so probably won't happen. So, but dude, oh man, a Venator, that would be insane. Uh, it'd be nice if they made the Acclimator class. Galoob made one years ago for Action Fleet, and it's one of the most expensive. I want that Acclimator class. Um, and I saw it. Where did I see it? I saw it last year, I think, at was it last year? Yeah, I think I saw it last year live at ICCC, and it was something like 200 or $300. So it is cool. Don't get me wrong, and I know it's rare, that's like Hot Toys money, right? Um, but yeah, I would absolutely love an acclimator class for sure. Joel from Spice Runners made a Venator. One of the Spice Runner has it now. Nice. Yeah, yeah. That gigantic. What was it like? 5 feet or something like that. It was some ridiculous size like that. But Joel is kind of crazy, and it makes perfect sense for him to make it though. If I'm being honest. All right, there, troopers. So we are here just past the hour mark. So I appreciate each and every single one of you hanging out here with me at another episode of The High Ground. So if you're watching this on the replay, let me know down in the comments. Are you guys excited that an actual Star Wars film is gonna start, you know, principal photography? It's gonna start filming finally in the next like 3 weeks after like what is it, like a 6 year hiatus type of thing. I am at this point, I almost don't care which one it is. I just want to see Star Wars back in theaters, the way it's supposed to be. Yes, I think the Mogu movie is gonna be fun for sure. Story wise, like I said, I don't know how much they're willing to put out there, but I'm sure it's gonna be entertaining. I just really, really hope nothing comes up and derails it, right? The rest of the projects, when it comes to the movies, I don't think it's looking too great. Like I said, until I don't see them actually filming, then it kind of feels real, right? So, again, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Deadpool and Wolverine if you're gonna go watch it, and you should. I think you should, as I mentioned before. If you don't want to get spoiled, then go ahead and watch it as soon as you can, right? I'm going tomorrow, so I'll let you guys know how it is. Also, I would greatly appreciate it if you hit that like button here on the stream before you exit to let the mythical YouTube algorithm know that we are doing a good job, that we had fun, that we talked about some cool Star Wars toys, some cool Star Wars news, and some cool Star Wars conventions coming up also. So again, if you guys are in Chicago, planning to go to the Fan Expo on in August, I'll be out there. So stop by, say hi. I only charge $2 for a selfie. Just kidding. I won't. And yeah, let's chat and let me know. Hit me up on Instagram or something like that to let me know that you're gonna be out there. So thank you again. Hope that you guys have an awesome rest of your day, an awesome rest of your week, and I hope that you enjoy the weekend. That it is awesome, and that you get to see Deadpool. And hopefully it's a good movie. I really, really hope it is a good movie. Last comments. OVP says Mogu, good name. Mando Grogu, get it. Elijah saying, good night, brother. You too, man. Get some rest. Appreciate you. Definitely going to Deadpool Wolverine Friday or Saturday. Nice. Let me know what you think, guys. So once again, thank you for joining. I appreciate each and every single one of you, Bunker Bunch. You guys are the absolute best. So I will catch you on the next one, and may the force be with you.